Roycell Smith.
And when you've got a quarterback as good as Case Keenum who can read the box and comes to the line of scrimmage a la Peyton Manning and makes so many calls at the line, it can kind of make you as a defense overthink things. If you're a linebacker and you're supposed to blitz, you hear him call 3 separate plays, you're like, should I blitz, should I not blitz, should I play my gap, should I stay home? While you're thinking they're running the play. And that's what can scare you so much offensively about them.
Staying with the running game, once again to the right-hand side, it's Bell. And Bell, another nice run, about 8-yard pickup for him. Aubrey Alexius makes the stop. Tonight's Red Zone is being brought to you by Verizon. Now with the ball resting at the 13 of UTEP. Cougars trailing 7-0 with 4 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Keenum with a 3-receiver set. Looking to the corner. And almost a spectacular catch. He put that exactly where only his receiver could get it, but it was just on the outside. Justin Johnson, number 3, could not bring it in.
And that's just one of those back shoulder fades. It's hard to defend. And you put it to where only your guy can catch it. He puts it to where Justin Johnson can only get it, but he can't reach down and catch it. But you keep it away from the defender. Great job. Wish they could have pulled it in, though.
Anton Blake, the senior out of Houston, on the coverage. Single coverage at the top of the screen on a 3rd and 2. With the running game, and the Miners are there. Richard Spencer came up from the strong safety position, and they said they'd load the box up. A 2-yard loss on the play.
And Spencer's a good-looking, strong safety. Almost looks like a linebacker the way he shoots through there with that aggression. And right now, UTEP has the momentum. They've seen they can move the football on them. And defensively, they've bent but haven't broken. They got down to the red zone, didn't give up a touchdown. Hopefully, and force Houston to go for a field goal.
So this will be a 32-yard attempt for Matt Hogan, the junior out of Columbus, Ohio. Wind is negligible. And that is no good. So for the second time, the Miners turn away the high-scoring Cougar offense, and Mike Price send out his quarterback again with a 7-0 lead.
Humans have 3,000 thoughts a day. The engine of the Buick Regal Turbo has 125 million thoughts a second. Each one designed to optimize engine performance, giving you 220 horsepower and up to 32 highway MPG. The 2011 Regal Turbo. And now lease this Regal Turbo for $259 per month.
There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Now it's time for a one-of-a-kind party.
Let's have a real good time. 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 Hey, mami, vamos a disfrutar la vida. Let's have a real good time.
Back in El Paso on a hot September night, and it's the Miners leading Houston 7-0 alongside Doug Chapman. I'm Todd Harris. Glad to have you with us here in the Sun Bowl. Houston has been known as a slow-starting team, but tonight UTEP has got to be taking stock in the fact that with 3 minutes to play in the first quarter, they have held them and been very stout, especially in the red zone.
They've held them and they've moved the football on them offensively, so I think they have a little bit of confidence right now, a little moxie on their sideline. Feel like we can beat these guys. 1st and 10, they go back to the running game for the Miners. They're having all kinds of success there, and this man is going deep. Joe Banyard finally cut down at the Houston 30 after a fantastic run. The hole just opened up, and he took it and went. Zach McMillan finally comes over and makes the stop. 5'11", 210 pounds, good size, very good speed. But this is all about the offensive line. You see, they get off, they get a hat on a hat. He gets north and south, sees the hole, and the rest is just him. He gets in the secondary, zigs and zags a little bit, Huge pickup. But how happy are you if you're Coach Mike Price right now and you're able to run the football? You haven't seen this all year. And right now they're running the football at will.
Player down on the field, can't see his number. That was a 50-yard pickup for Joe Banyard, the senior out of Sweetwater, Texas. Very multifaceted player. If they go, and it's almost a fact that Mike Price will try some kind of trickery on special teams, Banyard is one of the guys that'll take the direct snap because he's so good on decision making. They say of which hole to take, and he's very quick, as we just saw there, a 50-yard run. All right, we talked with the offensive coordinators, and one of which is Coach Price's son, about how balanced they want to be. As a former tailback, you got to love this because the run game is so wide open. It's Colton Valencia, number 20, the sophomore from Missouri City, Texas, being helped off the field.
And if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm happy because my offense is balanced. And I'm also happy because my quarterback, who's a little nicked up, doesn't have to do it all right now. You take pressure off of your injured quarterback. You love to see that if you can get that type of balance and you can get explosive plays. Those plays are 25-yard plus plays. Those are explosive plays. Those help win football games.
1st and 10 from the Houston 30. Lamison out of the gun. Pressure coming from the Cougars. Lamison with time. He'll loft it towards the end zone. Has a man. And a flag will come out. Zach McMillan never turned to look for the ball.
Now, Zach McMillan was in good coverage. He did everything right on that play except turn his head and find the football.
Sophomore from Missouri City, Texas. They say he's a very smart player. Of course, his father, Audrey.
On the defense, 15-yard penalty from the previous spot.
All-American defensive back at UH and played in the NFL, but tonight his son's getting picked on a bit.
Now, kids watching at home, you're watching this. This is great technique. Turns, flips his hips, runs. Only thing wrong, you have to look back for the ball. You cannot face guard a receiver like that. They will call interference, especially when you make contact. They said only mistakes he'll make will be physical ones. That was a bit of a mental mistake, and it's going to cost them a little bit in yardage.
Lavorick Williams, the intended receiver, so a 1st and 10. Now the ball at the 15. Once again, Miners in the red zone. This time they go back to the running game. Breaking off the left-hand side is number 21, Joe Banyard. Philip Stewart finally corrals him down at about the 10-yard line. It looks like the runners for UTEP are getting the line, but tackles are not being secured by the Cougars.
And not just that, UTEP's not doing anything fancy. They're motioning Thomas in the tight end. They're showing you where they're running the football. They're bringing the tight end off, motioning him over, and they're showing where they're running. Right now, Houston just cannot stop them from running the football. UTEP's offensive line is beating Houston's defensive line right now.
Under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter from El Paso. Once again, Miners lead 7-0, back in the red zone with the ball resting at the 10 on a 2nd and 5. Lamison on the give on the right-hand side. Off the right-hand side, breaks one tackle. Touchdown, Miners, as Nathan Jeffrey walks into the end zone.
They said, hey, let's run it one way with behind Tomlinson. We'll run it to the right behind Perry. The flag down. Let's see where this one is.
After the play was over, unnecessary roughness. Number 99 on the defense. The score is good. Penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
Dominic Miller, number 99, the nose guard for Houston. That was a frustration penalty. Doug, you played enough football to know they always catch the second guy.
They always catch the second guy, but what's frustrating to a defense is when a team is able to run the ball down your throat. And they're not doing anything fancy. They're lining up and just smashing them in the mouth, knocking them off the football. That will frustrate you.
Dakota Warren punches it through to run the score 14-0 Miners at home. As we go back and look at the touchdown one more time, it was pretty basic. Nathan Jeffrey off the right-hand side.
Yeah, once again, they start off in a 2 tight end set. They bring the left tight end, Perry, around to the right. They show the formation. They show where we're running the ball. They just cannot stop it. When you're a running back and you're not getting touched until 4 or 5 yards downfield, it makes the job so much easier.
Look at this move.
Jeffrey spins into the end zone, and they're having fun right now. UTEP is having fun, and they're doing something they haven't been able to do all year, and that's run the football.
Miners up 14-0. A reminder, join us Saturday for a college football triple header. First at noon Eastern, Tulane takes on Army. Then at 3:30 Eastern, SMU heads to Fort Worth to take on the Horned Frogs and the battle for the Iron Skillet. And finally at 8 p.m. Eastern, North Carolina heads to Greenville to take on East Carolina. So college football triple header exclusively on CBS Sports Network. Football first. 38, 3 plays and 80 yards. yards and a $125. And that is some efficiency in offense, and that will keep Kevin Sumlin pacing the sidelines and working that gum for a long time tonight.
Working that gum and wondering what can we do defensively to stop these guys. They're not doing anything fancy. There's no trick plays. They're coming out and just running a pretty basic offense. They're huddling up, coming out with 2 tight ends and running the ball right down their throat. That frustrates coaches.
Big triple header this Saturday on CBS. The game I'm really looking forward to seeing is that TCU-SMU battle for the skillet. And TCU, that team is loaded with some youngsters.
They're loaded. They're only lost to Baylor this year early in the season. And TCU right now is one of those teams that we talk about the conferences shifting and where are they going to go. We're not sure, but where they are right now, they're playing very, very well.
And give credit to June Jones doing a fantastic job there in SMU. That town is big, but is it big enough for June Jones and Gary Patterson to coexist on Saturday?
Talk about a fast break offense. You watch the June Jones game?
It's something else. It's quick. Speaking of fast, time of possession was something that Mike Price, the head coach of UTEP, said was going to be a huge key. So far, with 1:35 in the first quarter, it's UTEP 8:06, Houston 5:19. On 1st and 10. That ball almost tipped away as number 44 got into the backfield and disrupted as Greg Watkins, the junior from Katy, Texas, almost got his paw on that ball.
It looks like Houston is determined to throw these little, I call them long handoffs. Trying to throw it to the back out of the backfield. That was a forward pass, so it hit the ground. It would not have been a fumble, but it was almost picked off. They need to get the ball downfield, establish something over the middle of the field. They want to get things going.
2nd and 10 from the 20, and that pass is made for the first down yardage. All the way out, they'll mark him down at the 35-yard line. Josh Felly on the coverage for the Miners.
Once again, here we go. The chains are moving. This is their style of offense, that fast pace. Same thing they did in the last drive, but they weren't able to get any points out of it.
E.J. Smith coming up with that grab, so it's a 1st and 10, move the chains from the 35. The delayed draw up the middle, caught the Miners sleeping. A nice pickup of about 8 yards. Greg Watkins on the stop. Make that Horace Miller on the stop, number 33.
And honestly, look at the last drive Houston had. UTEP didn't really stop them. They missed the field goal. They couldn't score in the red zone. They got to the red zone. They just couldn't put the ball in the end zone. So they've been dialing the right plays up. They just have to execute a bit better.
Under a minute to go here in the first quarter. 2nd and 2, ball at the 43. Keenan quickly fires across the middle. And once again, finding Tyron Carrier. Richard Spencer on the stop.
And when you run that spread offense, those slants are so hard to stop because the spread offense automatically spreads your defense out across the field. So if a receiver gets off the line untouched and a quarterback is accurate, he can put that ball on him in a slant pattern.
You saw the graphic. Houston averaging 12 points in the first quarter. And with 23 seconds to play, the Miners have held them scoreless through 15. 1st and 10 from the 48. Keenan back to pass, looking, has time. He's going to air this one out. Has a receiver down there. And at the last second, beautiful defense by Drew Thomas to knock it away.
And that was a very well-thrown ball by Case Keenan. May have wanted to take a little air off of it, but right now, the way UTEP is playing, they're not playing like the underdog. They come out, that's just great coverage. He looks back for the football, finds the ball. Drew Thomas looks back, finds the football, and makes a play on the ball. Unless if he's not there, that's a touchdown.
Patrick Edwards, the intended receiver. But great coverage by Thomas, and the player down right now looks like number 35, Tyron Carrier, the senior out of Houston, with 7.9 seconds to play here in the first quarter. So they attend to Carrier. I'll ask you, Doug, is this about what you expected, or are you shocked what UTEP's been able to do?
And I'm not very, very shocked. I expected UTEP to come out and play fired up and play well. They always play against Houston pretty well. I'm just shocked that with 7.9 seconds left in the first quarter, the Cougars are yet to get on the board. If you have told me that last night or this morning, I would have asked you, what did you eat last night? Where'd you go last night? Because I can't fathom them not being able to put up any points in the first quarter.
Which, by the way, we did have a fantastic dinner here in El Paso last night.
Great meal. Great meal last night. When you're here, you have to eat Mexican food with me.
Yeah, good eats in El Paso. So 14-0 is Carrier is able to walk off the field. Kevin Sumlin has a look of concern. Last night when he visited him at his hotel, he sure seemed relaxed. Seemed like he was having a lot of fun, and I guess that's what being 4-0 will do for you.
Brought his son to the interviews. you know, he just seemed relaxed and said, you know, I don't really have a formula. It's just, it helps when you got guys running the right plays and people doing what they're supposed to do and coaches coaching the right way. That's how you end up 4-0.
What do we say? We just do what we do.
That's it.
I would say this should be the last play of the quarter, but with 7.9 seconds, the Cougars probably get 2 plays out of this. Keenan back to pass, having time, getting pressure, steps up, finds his man. Patrick Edwards makes the stop, and that's going to draw a flag as number 5 comes in there after the play was blown dead and delivers a shot. And that's Trayvon Nixon, who's seen his first action tonight. They're glad to have him back coming off that knee injury, but that is not what Mike Price wants him to do when he gets in there.
After the play was over, they hit number 5 on the defense, 15-yard penalty, first down.
This is the first thing that UTEP has done to hurt themselves this evening. You know, we talked to the coaches. They were excited to get Nixon back because he's a big hitter. They said he's probably the best player on their defense, but that wasn't the best play of his career, hitting the guy late. I like the aggression, but keep it between the lines and keep it between the whistles. Don't do that out of bounds and do not do that after the whistle.
So Mike Price able to hold Houston scoreless in quarter number 1, but you can guarantee the Cougars are going to heat it up and try to figure out this UTEP defense, and more importantly, the UTEP running game. Mike Price and his Miners have the lead of the Sun Bowl, 14-0 as we head to the second quarter here in El Paso.
Saturday on CBS Sports Network. 2 in-state rivals duke it out for statewide bragging rights. First at 3:30, it's the battle for the Iron Skillet as SMU looks to take down the 20th-ranked Horned Frogs. Then at 8, ECU looks to avenge last year's loss to North Carolina as they play host to the Tar Heels. It's SMU at TCU, Saturday at 3:30, followed by North Carolina at ECU at 8. Only on CBS Sports Network.
We might live on different streets and have different schedules, but one night, every week, we all get together for some home cooking.
There are over 400,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
EA Sports Madden NFL 12 is here. Now you can get it free. That's right. Through this special offer from EA Sports and Sports Illustrated, you can get EA Sports Madden NFL 12, the full game. Yours free with your paid order of Sports Illustrated. Call or go online now to siorder.com. You'll get EA Sports Madden NFL 12 free with your paid order. As a bonus, you'll also receive the DVD GTTV Presents Madden NFL 12 Kickoff. Get the inside scoop from players and fans behind the #1 sports video game. This package, yours free, is available only with your paid subscription to Sports Illustrated. These items at retail would cost over $200. But through this amazing offer, just $49.95 gets you all this. 28 issues of Sports Illustrated, EA Sports Madden NFL 12, and a bonus DVD. Don't miss out. Go online to siorder.com or call now.
I'm a paid non-attorney spokesperson. More than 90% of nursing homes have been cited for violations of federal health and safety standards. This may lead to problems of abuse or neglect for patients. If you have a loved one in a nursing home, protect them by recognizing these key signs: broken bones, bed sores, dehydration, malnutrition, and patient deaths. If you believe your loved one has been a victim of nursing home abuse or neglect, call us now at 1-800-705-1345. That's 1-800-705-1345.
Aaron Price, the coach's son, the co-offensive coordinator tonight, and talking with him yesterday, he said we've got to stay true to our game plan, bend but don't break, and we need to establish and have success running the ball. And I think quarter number 1, he'd have to check all those off.
He said all the right things. He said what a coach is supposed to say, but I'm going to be honest. Do you really think he thought it would work out like this well, this early? I know he wanted his team to do well and execute, but I don't think he thought that they'd be able to come out and run the football the way they have.
As we start the second quarter, Case Keenum out of the gun. 1st and 10, ball at the 24 of UTEP. Keenum hands it off the right-hand side. It's Bryce Bell who gets the call. Jeremy Springer, the senior from Los Fresnos, Texas, number 8, makes the stop.
And that one penalty by UTEP, tack on 15 yards from the last play that Houston had. It hopefully doesn't result in points if you're UTEP. But take that away, and they played very, very well against this Houston defense.
2nd down and 8. Staying with the running game once again is 25 up the middle. That's Bryce Bell, the senior from Tatum, Texas, who gets the call. He'll take it down to about the 16-yard line. You know, the drops that they had in the first quarter, we counted up 3, maybe 4 of them. Do you think that's forcing Houston into let's just go with a run? We know that's going to be solid for us. And talk to the receivers and say, fellas, you got to bring those in.
They're trying to just calm down their offense. You see, they're even slowing things down the way they're running their plays, their pace. They're a tempo football team running upwards of 80 plays per game, holding their opponents to 65, 66 plays. They're slowing it down, trying to get themselves into the rhythm of the football game.
3rd and 2, Keenum comes out firing, has his man, and once again a dropped ball as Justin Johnson, the senior out of Richardson, Texas, unable to corral that and bring it in.
And I don't know if it's nerves or if it's just that they're not used to playing from behind this year, but they've come out this evening and just look nervous. The receivers have dropped easy catches, and I'm sure Keenum can't figure out what's going on.
And the last time they went for a field goal, 32-yarder, they pushed it right. So this time on a 4th and 2, Kevin Sumlin says, let's roll the dice and go for it. Empty backfield for Case Keenum with the ball resting at the 16.
Timeout. Houston.
Play clock was down to 1 second. A flag did come out, but Kevin Sumlin gets the timeout. They're going to talk about this 4th and 2 when we come back to El Paso, Texas, with the Miners leading 14-0.
Here's your juice, Zeus.
Oh, hey. They call me Zeus because I'm god of the gods. But you know what else I'm god of? Awesome. See this Scion TC? Bam! It's just been auto-tuned with an intense body kit, black alloy wheels, and of course, my high voltage finish. Well, that was fun.
LG Cinema 3D glasses are sensibly priced. For more fun, with more friends. Experience the next generation 3D TV. LG Cinema 3D. More people, more fun. Conventional 3D glasses need recharging regularly. Still missing the 3D action? Introducing the next generation 3D TV LG Cinema 3D. Battery-free, hassle-free.
At Enterprise, we take renting a car personally.
And we want your rental experience to be perfect.
But if there ever is a problem, we all have the power to make it right.
I don't have to find a manager. I don't have to make a phone call.
I can make it right.
I can make it right.
I can make it right.
We all can.
At Enterprise, we live customer service.
Let us show you what that means.
Pick Enterprise. We'll pick you up.
Back in the Sun Bowl with the Miners lead 14-0 with a big 4th down coming. 4th and 2. Ball at the 16. And Andre Patterson, the defensive coordinator, has got to like what he sees. Remember, he told us you've got to control that run game and do not get in the track meet. This would be a huge statement for his defense.
Absolutely. If they can make a stand here on 4th and 2, keep Houston off the board, there's no telling what UTEP may do when they get the football back.
Keenum with pressure has his man, ball knocked free. Drew Thomas came over and delivered the shot that jarred the ball loose, and ball goes over the Miners on downs.
And Drew Thomas has made a few good plays here this evening. None better than this. This is just great recognition. This is just great recognition. They're playing off coverage. You see the receiver go inside, running the slant. You play it, you close on the football, break it up.
This has really been the story of the first quarter. A lot of drops that killed drives, and that almost picked off there in the first quarter.
Now you see 3 by Carrier, then you see the swing pass to the running back Sims out of the backfield, and then they finish it off with the drop by Johnson. Case Keenum's putting the ball where it needs to be as receivers aren't making plays right now.
First and 10 from the 16. The Miners going back to the running game. Pick up about 2 yards there. And this is Mike Price controlling the game by controlling the offense. Joe Banyard getting the call there, and he'll pick up about 1.5. Dominic Miller on the stop.
And when you're a defense playing Houston, you have to be mentally prepared for a track meet. How happy are you when you can see your offense stay on the field and sustain drives so those guys can get rest on the sideline, get water, make adjustments so they're not out there every 3 and out back onto the football field. The way UTEP's offense has played tonight has definitely helped their defense.
Shot of Keenum there on the sideline on 2nd down and 9. And through the hands, he had his receiver Donovan Kemp wide open. The man with the burner speed just couldn't bring it in.
That's the first drop ball that we've seen by a UTEP receiver. Great block by the receiver. The running back picking up the blitzer, keeping bodies off of Lamison, which they got to do. He hasn't really been hit.
No.
You know, they've brought pressure. It's been picked up well. So they're doing a good job keeping his jersey clean this evening.
You like that call by Kevin Sumlin on 4th and 2 going for it?
I do, especially with how much firepower Houston's offense has. They know what they can do. I just think they're surprised right now with the way UTEP's defense is playing.
3rd and 9, ball at the 17. Lamison out of the gun with plenty of time and has his man. First down, catch made all the way out to the 32-yard line. Mike Edwards brings it in. Zach McMillan brought him down.
This is what happens when you give a good quarterback time. Offensive line does a great job, and Edwards just finds his soft spot in the zone, sits down, comes back to his quarterback, and catches the football. That's easy. That's what you do against air. Those are plays you run when there's no defensive players there. They're making it look so easy right now against this Houston defense.
DJ Hayden in there on the assist on the stop, at a first down after a 16-yard pickup. Ball now resting at the 32, and a fresh set of downs for the Miners. Lamison comes out firing. It's the Miners that look more like the Cougars, and they are just picking up as Julio Lopez makes the reception. I want to remind you to join Tom Lemming on Friday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern as the recruiting world's leading expert gives his thoughts on top players and how they could impact teams across the country. 2nd down and 2. Ball resting at the 40 of the Miners. Oh, and a great defensive play there off the edge. Sammy Brown came in from the linebacker position and just blew that play up.
Coach has talked about Sammy Brown and said he's very, very active. That they'll blitz him a lot. They'll send him inside or outside, do a lot of stunts and twists with him. And he finally gets in that backfield and makes a play behind the line of scrimmage, because so far UTEP's been having their way with them up front. Finally, Houston is able to get some penetration and make a play in the backfield.
Well, it's got to be frustrating as the time ticks away. Case Keenum, standing on the sideline, has yet to score for his squad. They trail 14-0, and the defense for Houston has been out there for long, sustained periods of time. Big 3rd and 2 now with the ball at the 40, and UTEP will take a timeout.
Timeout. UTEP.
So Mike Price and company want to talk this one over. Make sure this one counts. Leading 14-0 from the Sun Bowl.
You value your friends. So does DirecTV. Meg's worth 100. So are Mike, Carol, Bob, Jim, and Kay. For every friend you refer to DirecTV, you get $100 in bill credits, and they get $100 in bill credits on top of our best offer. Just give your account number to your friends and have them call 1-877-4-100 each. They must have your account number when they order. Refer up to 10 people and get $1,000 in bill credits. Then celebrate and watch the Benjamins stack up.
At Skinit.com. Everything from sports and colleges to top entertainment brands to fashion and art designs. Go now for your free skin offer. Skinit.com.
Let's go, let's go!
Oh!
Great job, great job. We got one place to just make this count.
I touched the ball before